34 people, so.
Okay. So we've got a few people watching. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope you're enjoying the Playtime series so far. Arlo and I started it on Monday with a story time, and we're back now doing a bonus story time. Obviously, the kids are off school because of lockdown. On Monday, I still thought that they were going back to school the next morning. On Monday evening, I got all of their school stuff ready, and then obviously 8 o'clock, Boris told us there would be no school. So everyone's at home. So we're back for a bonus story time, largely because Arlo enjoyed doing it so much last time, and now Albie wants to join in as well. So thank you for joining. We're going to start in a minute. Hello from baby Erin. Hello. Do you want to say hello? Look, we've got live chat this time, boys.
Hello.
So you can see people writing to us. So we're going to, it's 11 o'clock, so we're going to start. So thank you so much for joining our bonus story time session. We've got a few books that we've chosen, and what we're going to do is we're going to ask you to vote for. We're going to ask you to vote for which is your favourite books, and then we're going to read the 3 top books. And then, whilst we're reading the stories, if you want to write down the name where you're from, so we can see here, hi from baby Philip and baby Kobe and Sophia, who's 8 months old. And then at the end, we will do a little shout out for all of the children that are watching. So if whilst we're live,
someone just said that
you want to
likes Albie's Mickey Mouse jumper.
Really? Oh yeah, hello from baby Betsy. She loves your Mickey Mouse jumper. Woo! So feel free to write in the chat the name of your little one and where you are, and we will give them a shout out at the end. Okay, so we're going to start by showing you the 7 books we've chosen, and then if you could write in the comments which one you want us to read. Ella, who's not here, she's actually going to count up your votes, and then we will read the 3 most popular stories. Okay, so boys, let me just close this blind for a minute because we're being a bit blinded by the sun. Just a second.
We've got one story in my hands.
Is that better, or is it a bit dark?
Bit dark.
Bit dark.
Better.
Do you want to turn on that little light over there? The sun's coming in and it's kind of blinding us. Is that still a bit dark?
Yes, a bit dark.
Is that okay?
Maybe this like this.
I think that's okay. Right, so come on then, boys. Let's.
This.
Maybe it was just the sun was shining in. We'll get cracking because people are watching. So, hello. Right. First book up is called, what's this book called?
5 Minutes Peace.
5 Minutes Peace. The second book is Where the Wild Things Are. The third book is
Things I Can Do to Help My World.
10 Things I Can Do to Help My World. Albie, darling, leave it. The next book is Stick Man. I Really Want to Eat a Child. Ruby's Worry. And Giraffes Can't Dance. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 3 minutes to vote until 11:05. So if you want to write in the chat which is your favourite book, in a minute, Ella's going to tell us which are the most popular 3 books and we're going to read them. Right, boys?
Yeah.
So whilst you're voting, we're just going to talk a little bit about what these stories are about. So who knows this one? 5 Minutes Peace. What's this story about?
Sit down, sweetheart. The mummy elephant wants 5 minutes peace, but he can't because of his children.
The children won't give the mummy elephant 5 minutes peace, and all she wants is 5 minutes. Right. Where the Wild Things Are. Who can tell us what Where the Wild Things Are is about?
It's about a little bird who goes into the wild and things grow and And the monsters, when the birdie goes, they say he come back, and they show their claws, eyes, and
Yeah, so he goes on a little adventure, but it might be a dream. But he's naughty to his mummy. He gets sent to his room, and then he ends up going on a wild adventure to where the wild things are.
And then he got supper at the end.
Yeah. 10 things I can do to help my world. What's this book about?
It's about it's showing you 10 things you could do to help the world.
Yes, such as, what's an example of something that it encourages you to do?
Turn the light off, and when you're brushing your teeth, you need to turn the tap off. And when you're driving, you need to save a bit of petrol.
Right, okay, perfect. This one, we've got a little stick man here. What's Stickman about?
Stickman's about a stick who and a dog got him, and then he went away.
He gets lost, doesn't he?
And he gets lost.
Yeah.
And he wants to go back to the family tree.
I Really Want to Eat a Child is about a crocodile who doesn't want to eat his food. He wants to eat a child. And so he goes off to try and find one. But because he's too little, that he can't eat a child, can he? And then he comes back home. That's that one. Ruby's Worry. This is one of our favourite books. What's Ruby's Worry about?
A guy named Ruby and has
a worry, and she shares her worry, and that helps her, doesn't it? Yes. It's all about learning to share your worries. And finally, Giraffes Can't Dance. And this is about
they think a giraffe don't think a giraffe can't dance, but at the end, the giraffe danced much better than the other animals.
Yeah, he gets a bit more confident. Right, so those are the stories. If you've written down which is your favourite ones, which one you want us to read, Ella's going to let me know now which were the 3 most popular books. Let me just see. Ella, Where the Wild Things Are, Stickman and Giraffes Can't Dance. Thank you, Ella. So Where the Wild Things Are, Stickman.
Yep.
And
Stickman.
Giraffes Can't Dance. Okay, so these are the 3 popular books. Right. Which one should we start with, boys? You can choose.
I don't know, because I like them, my book.
Yeah, well, we can read the other ones another time. So which one should we start with today?
I don't know.
Giraffes Can't Dance? Okay, right, let's get ready. I love this book, Giraffes Can't Dance. And actually, in the front of it, it says May 2009. And it's a little message for Oshin, who's now 13. So that's how old this book is. That's how long I've had it. But it's great, isn't it? Okay, let's get started. Okay. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim. Look how long and slim his neck is. But his knees were awfully bandy and his legs were rather thin. That's what a giraffe looks like. He was very good at standing still and munching
on trees.
But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. And look, he's fallen over. He's not very good at running around. He fell over when he tried to run. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very
sad.
Or bad and sad. He wasn't good at dancing. The warthog started waltzing. The rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald. And he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. That's all because those animals called him the horrible names and laughed at him, and it's made him feel so sad.
Just a minute ago I was 60, now it's 49. So.
Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is the branches in the breeze. So imagine that lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing round. He threw his arms out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I am dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived whilst Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." How is it you can dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twizzled round and finished with a bow.
For some reason, there's 41 people watching, but last time there's like 2,000 people watching.
There's less people watching today, but never mind. We'll still give it our best show. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find music that we love.
And Daddy's watching it down. And Daddy and Nally's watching it downstairs. So like basically 40.
I don't think we should worry about the numbers.
People are watching.
I hope you liked that story. I love that story about Gerald. And he found his feet and he danced and he was the best dancer there. Now, what's the next story we're going for? Stickman. Where's our little Stickman? Do you know, Arlo? Has Almy taken it away?
Yeah.
We had a little Stickman toy.
I'll go and get it.
You're going to go and get it? Okay.
Oh.
Well, here it is. Here's Stickman. Who likes Stickman, the book Stickman? We do, don't we?
Yeah.
You're going to try and read it with me then? We love all of the Julia Donaldson books, don't we?
Yes.
They're so good. Right. Stickman lives
in a family tree
with his stick lady love and his
stick
children.
3.
One day he wakes early
and goes for a jog.
Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the
dog.
Beware of the dog. Look, someone says you're doing a super job, Arlo. A stick, barks the dog. An excellent stick. The right kind of stick for my favourite trick. I'll fetch it and drop it and fetch it, and then I'll drop it and fetch it and drop it again. I'm not a stick. Why can't you see? I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman.
That's me.
And I want to go back to my family tree. A notice says, dogs must be kept on the lead. At last, the game's over and Stickman is free. He sets off for home with a hop and a twirl. Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the girl. A stick, cries the girl with a smile on her face. The right kind of poo stick for winning the race. Has everyone got one? Get ready to throw. It's 1, 2, 3.
Into the river they go.
Oh no! I'm not a poo stick. Why can't they see? I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. That's me, and I'm heading away from the family tree. Stickman is floating. He floats on and on. Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the
swan.
A twig, says the swan. This twig is the best. It's the right kind of twig to weave into my nest. Poor Stickman, how's he doing? Not doing so well. I'm not a twig. Why can't they see? I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. That's me. And I long to go back to the family tree. The nest is deserted and Stickman is free. He drifts down the river and sails out to sea. He tosses and turns till the frolicking foam washes him up on a beach far from home. Here comes a dad with a spade in his hand. Stickman, oh Stickman,
beware of the sand.
A mast, yells the dad. An excellent mast. Hooray! There's a flag on our castle at last. I'm not a mast for a silly old flag, or a sword for a knight, or a hook for a bag. I'm not a pen, I'm not a bow, I'm not a bat or a boomerang, no. Who is he? Oh wait, is that, have we missed a page? Sorry. Or a boomerang, no, I'm Stickman, oh Stickman, beware
of the snow. Here comes our boy in a warm woolly scarf. An arm for my snowman, he says with a laugh.
I'm not an arm. Can nobody see? I'm Stickman, I'm Stickman, I'm Stickman, that's me. And will I ever get back to my family tree? Stickman is lonely, Stickman is lost, Stickman is weary and covered in frost. Stickman is frozen, his eyes start to close. He stretches and yawns and lies down for a doze. He can't hear the bells or the sweet singing choir or the voice saying, here's a good stick for the fire. Stickman is lying asleep in the grate. Can anyone wake him before it's too late? Oh no, what's going to happen there? What's going to happen? Someone might light a fire. He dreams of his kids and his stick lady love, then suddenly wakes. What's that noise up above? It starts as a chuckle, then turns to a shout. Oh, 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 I'm stuck. Get me out. A stuck man? A stuck man? Now who could that be? Don't worry, cries Stickman. I'll soon set you free. A scratch and a scrape, a flurry of soot, a wiggle, a jiggle, and out pokes a foot. A shove and a nudge, a hop and a jump. And Santa fell into the room with a thump. Stickman, oh Stickman, you excellent friend. Thanks a million. Thanks without end. Stickman saved the day. Then Stickman helped Santa deliver his toys to fast asleep girls and fast asleep boys. Faster and faster they fly through the snow till Santa says, only one more chimney to go. Stick lady's lonely, the children are sad. It won't feel like Christmas without their stick dad. They toss and they turn in the family bed. But what is that clattering sound overhead? Someone is tumbling into their house. Is it a bird or a bat or a mouse? Or could it be? Yes, could it possibly be? I'm Stickman, I'm Stickman, I'm Stickman, that's me. And I'm sticking right here in the family tree. He made it back to his family. A few times I thought he might not make it home, but he did. Thank you so much for listening to Stickman. I hope you enjoyed that. Right, we've got one last book, Where the Wild Things Are. Don't forget, if you are watching and if your little one's watching, if you write their name in the chat and where you're from, we're going to say hello to everyone watching at the end, aren't we? Yes, so if you write their name in the chat, we can say hello to them once we finish this book. Okay, Where the Wild Things Are. Oh, another book. This was bought in 2008 for Oshin on his first birthday. And he's almost 14 now, isn't he? So we've had this one quite a while. Right. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind.
Most of our stories are for watching.
And another. Look at him making mischief. Does this remind you of anybody? Reminds me of people that live in my house.
Albie.
His mother called him Wild Thing.
Yeah, definitely Albie.
And Max said, I'll eat you up. So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew and grew. Can you imagine if that happened in your bedroom? A forest grew and grew and grew until the ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. Wow. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day, and in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where
the wild things are.
To where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth. Who could do some gnashing? They gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Can you do that? Can you show your terrible claws and gnash your teeth? Till Max said, be still. and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. What's a wild rumpus? That's what a wild rumpus is. Jumping up and down. Look what Max is doing. He's doing roars and he's stamping his feet and he's showing his claws. Can you try that? Arlo, you try. Try and do a wild rumpus.
No.
Stamp your feet.
No.
Okay. And show your claws and do your roars. Rah! A wild rumpus. Mummy's going to need 5 minutes peace after this. Or Daddy. The wild rumpus continues. Stamping your feet. Gnashing your teeth. Showing your claws, doing your roars. Ah!
Oh my God.
Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely, and he wanted to be where someone loved him most of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. He didn't want to be there anymore. Where did he want to be, Arlo?
Home.
He wanted to go home. He sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. He wanted to go home and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. Who do you think did that? I think his mummy did that. He missed his mama. He found his supper waiting for him, and it was still hot. So even though he'd been away for over a year, he came back and his dinner was still hot. How does that work? What do you think happened? Do you think that really happened, or do you think he had a little dream?
A little dream.
I think maybe he had a little dream. He tired himself out from being a wild thing and he had a little nap. Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now you need to look at the messages.
We need to look at the messages. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We're going to say hello now to everyone watching. So let's just scroll up to the top so we don't miss anyone. If you want to put your child's name in the comments here, we're going to say hello.
What does that say there, the first one?
The first one is just a thing from YouTube, so just a little notice. So we've got baby Erin. Hi, baby Erin. Baby Philip, baby Kobe, Sophia, who's 8 months old. Hi, guys. We've got baby Betsy and Ellie, who's 7 months old today. Baby Dylan from Stockport. Baby Benji, who's 10 months old from Southport. You're going to say hello. Hi, Ellie. Hi, Dylan. Hi, Benji. Baby Amelia in Warwickshire. Jessie in Warwick, who's 2. Hello, baby Elsie from in Derby, who's almost 5 months old. We've lost some. Here we go. Sorry.
Ashley's 4 months old.
3 months old. That's baby Betsy. Oh no, I've missed some. Sorry, don't want to miss anybody. Baby Elsie, who's 5 months old. Grayson, who's 10 weeks old. It's a little one. Hi, Grayson. And who else? We've got Marcia May in Norwich, who's 12 months, who loves the stories. Baby Betsy.
1 year old.
1 year old. Yes, she's 1 year old. 12 months is 1 year. Now, who else is here? Erin's asleep. Someone's saying you're doing a super job, Arlo. Ellie in Burnley. Hi, Ellie. Reuben and Audrey in Chichester, Teddy and Arthur in Southampton. Hello, guys. We've got baby Oshin in Wales.
Oshin.
We've got an Oshin. Ellie in Aberdeen, Jacob in Warminster, Bessie. Hey, Bess, thanks for watching. We've got Ruby in Lisbon in Portugal. Someone watching from Portugal. Say hi, baby. Baby
Where
Ruby.
is Portugal?
Portugal's near Spain. We've got baby Etor, who's 9 months old, from Carshalton.
Out of 47 people.
Is that everybody? I think so. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch this bonus story time. We hope you enjoyed the books. Playtime sessions are running every single weekday morning from Monday to Friday, all the way through January. So every single day at 10 o'clock, we will be hosting a live session here on our YouTube channel for you and your little ones. And on Monday, we've got Baby First Aid. So if you want to tune in for that, please do. And then if you can't tune in live to watch the sessions, all of them will be available to watch on catch up, on demand, on our channel at any time. Hopefully you saw the baby massage one this morning at 10 o'clock. That was the first of 4 sessions. So every Friday at 10, Josette will be doing the baby massage session. So you'll be able to do the full course if you wish. Yesterday we had baby signing, which was great. We had flashcards the day before, Pilates the day before that. So it's an amazing lineup. So thank you all to watching, and thank you to everyone who's agreed to be part of this Playtime series. I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day. Lots of love from us. Bye. You can say bye, Bear.
Bye.
Bye.